are making noise. They're in down. Off the tip, it's Washington's ball. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So on the floor for pair of Wall and Beal are at the guard spots. Gortat is out there with Markieff Morris. And it's Porter in at the small forward position.
And last year, the Wizards at times played excellent team basketball. I mean, it seems like every time a shot went in, it was coming off a pass to find the open man.
Screen by Jefferson. 6 to shoot. And George, here we go. They retain possession. And Jefferson gets it to go. And so it's Washington with it. And Greg, the Wizards were top 10 in the league in assists, as you were just talking about last season. They were third, Clark, in the league in their assist-to-made field goal ratio, though.
Beyond those eye-popping stats, the Wizards passed the eye test. I mean, it seemed like most of their buckets came off nice passes.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
Well, Doris, an interesting game. Moments ago, you had a chance to talk with head coach Frank Vogel. What do you have to say?
One player on his mind in this matchup is John Wall, and the spark he can provide on both ends of the court. He said that John Wall just has a knack for making big plays. His defensive abilities allow him to get strip steals and turn them into easy opportunities on the opposite end of the floor. We don't want him taking over the game on the defensive end. Guys?
Thanks again, Doris. The Wizards have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. He kicks it to Gortat, out to the right wing. Nice ball movement by Washington. And Wall. Here we go now. And again, Washington, no good.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
T kicks to George. A 3-ball. George missing again.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Here's Wall. Here's Beal. Second shot opportunity. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
And we've all seen how dominant Bradley Beal can be. The 3rd overall pick in the 2012 draft. He's already had a solid young career, but still plenty of room to grow.
Free throw good. Beal. We're talking about Bradley Beal's potential. It's not just the shooting, it's also the passing, and you really don't think of him as a passer, but for such a young two-guard, he's extremely unselfish, averaged over 3 assists a game over the past 2 years.
And the true stars of our game feature versatility. And here's a guy that has also tremendous upside as a rebounder. I mean, how about getting 7 boards almost a game the one year he was in college? So he understands the importance of impacting other areas. I mean, last season he had his highest steals average of his career, and everything's upside with this young man. The sky's the limit.
Excellent point. Now here's Ellis, following the miss by John Wall. Screen by Jefferson. Young, a screen on Gortat. Ellis dishes to Young. Can't make good off the pick.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it. Now, that was an incredible reverse throwdown right there. Tremendous body control.
I'd even go as far to say, Clark, that was a punctuation dunk. Huh?
I can feel that.
Sending a message.
How about, guys, that's one of those dunks that you probably want in your career highlight reel.
Guys back and forth this first half.
Well, 5 lead changes early on, guys, as we grapple back and forth.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Now here's Wall. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Beal can't get it to go. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. George passes to T. Offline with his 3. Washington's gone 0 of 3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. And Wall kicks to Beal. Back to Wall. Pass to Beal. 6 on the shot clock. Wall dishes to Beal. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. 8 points here for Beal.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
T kicks to George. Pass to Jefferson. T with a clean look. Kept alive. Young. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Turner's checked in for Jefferson. C.J. Miles comes in for George. Rodney Stuckey's checked in for Ellis. And it's Lawson in for T.
You know, last season, Thaddeus Young was moved from Minnesota to Brooklyn, guys. A good move for everybody involved as he helped with the playoff push.
Now here's Burke. Oubre passes to Mahinmi and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. It's going to be on Miles Turner. Everyone knows about the Paul George injury from last year and how it affected the Pacers. He said almost the entire season, and there was no doubt they missed him.
Yeah, and when George came back, Kevin, the Pacers got hot, but they had to put him on a minutes limit. And it wasn't just George, though. The team as a whole had a lot of injuries during the course of the season.
He's off on the first.
And, you know, as you said, the Pacers did have problems with injuries. The team roster missed 219 games due to injury. So compare that to the 69 games missed by the Pacers in 2014. Big difference.
The Wizards making a switch here. Gooden's checked in. And he can't make the second free throw either. Missing both.
And really, guys, the most telling part of the Pacers' injury troubles was this. Had to use 15 different starting lineups over the course of the season. Just hard to stay consistent and competitive when you are always replacing an injured player in the lineup.
Now Mahinmi, Thaddeus Young missing on his three. On its way from Thornton for two. And it's Miles with the rebound.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
A shot by Lawson, wide open.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Burke with it. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And another miss by Washington.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
And Rodney Stuckey, a combo guard out of Eastern Washington, played a big role for the Pacers a season ago.
And he makes the first. You were talking about Stuckey. He did play well in his first year with the Pacers. Clark, he helped them as a starter and off the bench.
Yeah, really had his most efficient year scoring the ball to date. And more than his scoring and what he brought on the court, his presence in the locker room and professionalism. You talk to the people around the Pacers, he was a breath of fresh air on a team that has a number of fresh air guys.
The Indiana Pacers had a solid season last year, given they were without their star for most of it. They played well at home.
Yeah, even without Paul George, they were in contention. How about 23-18 at home, which is really a solid mark when you consider they didn't have their two best players from a season ago.
Lawson kicks to Miles. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Wizards trail by 6. Here's Burke. They set the screen to end the run. And good on the basket. Book it. Burke's got his first points of the game.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg. And when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Lawson kicks to Miles. Miles with another miss.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Pacers lead by 4 and will return shortly.
And I can't quit. All I know is
And a chance to hear from Bradley Beal. He came from a football family in St. Louis, but said his mother introduced him to the game of basketball at a young age.